Hello my friends, Rune here again. In today's video I want to try out Umarex TP50 Compact. I got hold of a 7.5 fuel version. You can see, does it say, yes, 7.5 Joule Gen 2. Brand new, never used it. So and since it's the 7.5 fuel version, there is no restrictor, but it has a valve block, and I can see it down there through that hole. The detent on this model is very lousy, but luckily printforce.nl, I think the address is, if I remember correctly, makes and sells spare detents. So, but if you're using it as a 7.5 fuel version, then it might just work as it should, unless you power tune it. What I'm interested in most is to see, will the trigger guard pop down? Because on my 11 fuel version it pops down on every shot. Because the magazine elevator thing that should block off is not completely gas tight. So I guess that is why it leaks gas down into the magazine tube, and then it pops down because of the pressure. I don't have a lot of 12 gram, 8 gram canisters, so I will use 12 gram, and I will use the HPA tryckluft adapter from Home Defense 24. So make sure you check them out. And I think I have some oil left in the silicone spray can here. Yes. Yes, we have no bananas. Let's see if this will fit the thread. It should. If I had removed the valve block now, this thing would shoot immensely strong, because it would turn the grip area plus this adapter area into a large volume chamber for the valve. But because of the valve block, the power should be the same. It's just that I will get more shots from a 12 gram canister. It will look funky because it will hang underneath. Brand new adapter also. Let's put some oil on the O-ring there. I will try it out today with aluminium balls. Not from Home Defense 24, because the aluminium balls I got from Home Defense 24 I gave to my friend Craig from the UK. So I will use aluminium balls from tech23.de, a gift from my friend Stefan Weber. The seals on these things can be a bit tight. I have another one that I tried some time ago, and it was leaking. Brand new adapter, and it was leaking. So I think I will not take any chances. I will just use some Teflon tape. Umarex CO2 canister. And let's see. I have to Mickey Mouse things a bit, but it should work. I will have to align this a little bit better, like so. Then we can start threading it down. Click! Indicator popped out, so it is gas tight, no leaks. As I said, it will look funky, but it will work. Let's load up some aluminium bolts first, and then we can see how that goes. Magazine holds 4 bolts. And you can see it down there. Let's check the temperature and then see what sort of velocity and power it gives with aluminium balls. And then we can try some rubber balls and yeah, take it from there. One moment. Temperature is just about 22 degrees Celsius. I think that's 73 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's see. Aluminium balls. 43 grain, 2.8 gram. Because I have shitty, arthritic, painful fingers, I will use my middle finger or traffic finger to pull the trigger. So let's see. X-ray electronic. Shot number 1. 192. $204. 203, very stable velocity. And same thing, the CO2 pressure slips by the elevator block off and into the magazine, and it pops down the trigger guard, even at 7 Joule. $200. Same thing happened again. Well, but anyhow, let's continue the test. Let's load up 18 grain, 1.12 gram hard rubber balls. Let's see. $316. $316 again. $318. $313. Shooting the lightweight rubber balls. The blow down pressure is not as great. It still pops out a tiny bit, but not as much as with the heavier aluminium balls. And that was 4 shots. Let's, you know what, let me find some other ammo we can try. I have some rubber steel balls, 5 gram, or actually 4.8 gram. I weigh them and they are 74 grains, almost 75. I guess the trigger guard will blow down again, but let's see. $121. $117. Didn't read. 101. I guess the other shot was below 100 feet per second, because then it says 00. These are definitely too heavy for this pistol. So 12 shots fired. Let's see how many we can get from this pistol. Loading up with the aluminium balls again. $195. $190. The sound is definitely more pleasant than using the 11 Joule version or some of the more powerful T4E markers. $188. $185. Let's try the rubber balls again. Will they still shoot at around 316 feet per second? I don't know. Let me try and pull the trigger with my normal trigger finger, see if I can do it. Yeah. 301. $295. $292. $288. And it's all of a sudden start giving leaking noises. It's the adapter here. Let's roll up the rubber balls again. I think we are getting close to the end of the CO2 canister, but let's see. $300. 286, 286, 279. So a whole bunch of shots from the 7.5 fuel version. Not so surprising, maybe, since it uses a lot less CO2 per shot than the more higher power versions. Let me just do a little but the trigger guard popped down, which is not good. It is quite annoying. I guess this problem is with all the compact pistols from Umarex. .265, 257, 251, 243. So definitely at the end of the CO2 canister. So, shot it a bunch of times. So still too stiff to push in that button, so I'll just unscrew it. As you can hear, not much CO2 gas left. And then we have this piece. So yeah, trigger pull is better on this pistol than my old 11 Joule compact version. That's for sure. There. Later I might try it with the adapter and HPA, but this type of mechanism, especially with the valve block inside, will have very reduced power. So it is best with CO2. Yes. So, good thing I can use my normal trigger finger. I got a rail from Printforce also. Maybe I can slide it on here and put a red dot or something on it. We will see. If I will remove the valve block, well, that remains to see. I don't think so, because even at 7.5 fuel it pops down the trigger guard. I have been thinking about maybe attaching a screw with a sort of twist hook to the front here, so that it covers the front of the guard. So every time I need to load, I can just push it to the side and then pull the guard down. Not sure if that will work and how well it would work. I think it will work. Well, we will see. That will be at another date. Yes. Hope you liked the video. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you for watching.